Bass is in the house. What up? Bass Conquistador. Here to give y'all my top 5 for 2019. What has worked for Bass Conquistador? What has helped Bass Conquistador catch some fish? Well, it's not really like science. You know, I threw a lot of things out there, and Wacky rig, Texas rig, my 2 top ways to catch bass. Like, I understand all of this, and I could probably do without some of those, but I'm gonna tell you, nothing catches more fish than a Wacky rig and a Texas rig. Any weather, anytime, any place. And let's go through the top 5. Let's get it. All right. So everybody has seen all the commotion in iCast and get this new bait. This new bait is innovative. This bait it cuts through grass. It catches a certain amount of bass. Listen, don't believe the hype. It's all for marketing. It's all for you to get you there into those Dick's Sporting Goods stores and into them Journey stores, into Bass Pro, into Cabela's and all this stuff. Walmart, just to go and buy. That's what they want you to do. Really, truthfully, a lot of these baits, you need the right air pressure, you need the right conditions, you need the right color water, you need all these variable conditions to happen. How often does that happen? Not often. So here you are walking around with $15 lure in your box, and you haven't even used it. You haven't even used it because you've been waiting around all summer just for those right conditions to use it. Another bait. Comes in all colors, shapes, sizes, deeper, shallow, floats, all kinds of crankbaits, all kinds of colors. And let me tell you, I'm a fan of the crankbait. It works half of the time because they're another lure that you need the right weather, the right angle of the sun to hit the water. Like, nobody has time for that. We're trying to go out and fish. We're not trying to sit there all day playing around with these toys for no reason. We want to be out there catching fish. 2 colors that work for me of the crankbaits in my area, because this is the main thing, guys, that you have to find what works in your area. That's very key, very important. The color, the lure, and technique. Those are the top 3 things. So the crankbait. These are the 2 colors that I pick and I use and work. They work for me, guys. I got this Shadow Wrap from Rapala in a blue color. I got this Bagley's in a crawl color. So those are the 2 that work for me. I don't know what works for you in your area, but next up is a Gary Yakamoto lipless crank. I had a lot of fish chase that. Something that has never caught me any fish. And I've talked to a lot of people about, you know, how to fish a lipless crankbait and stuff like that. You mostly gotta be in some nice, deep, clear water for it. Um, it's a bait that you need the right conditions. I'm not walking around with a freaking $10 bait in my box for no reason. For no reason. You know what I mean? If it's in my box, it's because it catches fish. And I'm going to catch a fish. Okay? Hardcore baits. Okay? This one's jointed with a prop in the back. Little feather tail on there. And this is just a lip jerk bait. Out of the two, I would catch more fish with this. Throwing this under trees and bushes than this. One, this is not the color for my area, and two, the fish in my area eat more minnow sizes like this, so it's really no competition. This will catch me more fish than this, but again, you need the right conditions. Even though the jerk bait made it to my number 5. A jerk bait's my number 5, but I would use a bone color spook pencil 110 from Realist. Yes, sir. And catch a lot of fish. You hear that knock? Yes, it drives the fish crazy. So you already know that my number 5 is a jerk bait. So my number 5 is a jerk bait. Let's continue with this useless lures in your box and you blow money out of nowhere, and your girl sends you to the store to go get milk, and you come back with a Dick's Sporting bag full of lures and soft plastics and hooks and all kinds of stuff. Okay, got your girl pissed off. She don't even know what the hell you buying all this stuff for, because you hardly catch fish. But we're gonna help you out here. We're gonna fill up your box with stuff that's just gonna work for you. So next up, we got Savage Gear. Now Savage Gear is coming out with all these cool, realistic looking animals and bugs and stuff, and let me tell you, it's awesome that they're doing it, because I guess in certain conditions you could catch fish, but top water, you know, has like that winged splash type, had fish chase it. I think I even caught one fish on it. Not something I would have in my box. The mouse, I see a lot of people fishing with mice. I haven't caught anything on it. And I've tried numerous times. So I will pass on those. Next up, you got the frog. The popping frog. Now the popping frog, you catch fish, but again, it's only in certain areas. Now you're gonna weeds, lily pads, all kinds of things. You don't want a popping frog to throw in there and try to catch some good lunkers in there. So I suggest you have one, but a popping frog did not make my list. Okay. Next up, I'm gonna show you my number 4, top water, river to sea, whopper plopper, in all sizes. You could try the 90, you could try the 110. This one's a 75. Caught me a lot of fish, got me out of a lot of skunks. River to sea covers a lot of water. I would suggest that your first bait you throw out there should be this, to see what's reacting out there. See if they want a good meal. I would throw out a river to sea whopper plopper. It's my number 4. Now, I like poppers. I really like poppers. And this year, poppers have gotten me out of a lot of skunks. And I went to Montauk Lake, and I was catching fish with it back to back. Okay, I just went, played the bank, threw my poppers and on top of little grass and little forage and stuff like that, and popped it through there. And let me tell you, I have reaction strikes all day, every day, and they're awesome. They're awesome. Top water. So my number 3 out of my top 5 will be a popper. Get yourself a popper. You need one in your box. Okay. Number 5, my spook or jerk bait. Number 4, river to sea whopper plopper. Number 3, a popper. Okay, so we go through that. Everybody's been throwing this in their videos, and I guess it's a great idea. I thought I was gonna catch some fish with it. I went to Lake Wallenpaupack with it, and I threw it out there, and nothing. Great idea. Great looking fish. Is it gonna catch you fish all the time? It's not. It's not gonna catch you fish all the time. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. Don't go out there wasting your money. These people that you see on videos, they go to controlled environments where they know that there's thousands of fish in that water. And you throw a grain of rice on a hook and a fish will eat it. So don't believe everything that you're seeing out there. Okay? That's the difference between my channel and everybody else's channel. Everybody else will take you to a controlled environment. I'll take you to any environment. If it's gonna catch, it's gonna catch no matter where you go. Okay? They go to where they know there's 1,000 bass in there and they'll eat anything. Maybe even chum it out before they even start filming, and then throw these baits out, and then you'll see them pulling out all these bass out of there, and you're amazed. You're like, wow, this is the lure that could work. It's a lie. It's meant for you to buy. So don't believe everything that you see out there. Okay, guys? My number 2 is the spinner blade. The spinner blade, this year I've used it the most, but it has rendered me a lot of fish this year. A lot of fish. And the spinner blade is another lure that you can use to cover a lot of water. This is why it's my number 2. And I really hope that you guys learn how to use this, because this is great. It goes through grass, it goes through rocks, it goes through all kinds of stuff, and it'll take some dings and bangs, and sometimes it'll get bent a little bit. You might have to straighten it out and fix it, take some grass off the leaves or something like that, but it'll catch you some fish, and it'll get attention from the fish, which is what you want, to do. So I suggest number 2, I'm out of my top 5, you get yourself a spinner blade. A spinner blade, I usually use dark colors and chartreuse colors. That's about it. Those are the only 2 colors. You don't need bright orange red. You don't need summer green and all these. You don't need all of that. Find which color is the best color that reacts, that makes the fish react in your water, and then buy a bunch of those colors, because those are the only colors that are gonna catch you fish. Okay, I got here the number 1, a jig. I got here a weedless jig, and I got here a chatterbait. Okay, Now these are my number one. Number one. I can only tell you how many times this chatterbait has caught me fish. Caught me one today. Okay? Jighead. You need these. These are the ones, especially these weedless ones. You need these. You need these. These are very, very important. These punch through grass, go in the deep where you need them to be. The presentation is amazing and fish go crazy as long as you spray a little scent on them. Man, listen. Jighead, number one out of my top 5. Let's review. What you got? Bass Conquistador in your tackle box. This and that. Well, my top 5. Number 1 is a jig. Weedless jig. Number 2, spinner blade. Need one. Number 3, a popper. Number 4, river to sea whopper plopper. Number 5, the spook jerkbait. Okay? It's my top 5, guys. You know, you might disagree, you might agree, but this is what's working for me, you know? My number 1s, though, that I'll use anytime, any place, anywhere, any type of weather. Wacky rig, Texas rig. And that's my top 5, guys. Bass Conquistador. Hope you enjoyed it. Deuces.